Why are we doing what we're doing, and what do we want women to know? We see you, sis. And we are back with the Today's Woman Show with my dear friend, Patience Field. Patience, there is nobody else that I would have wanted up on this stage with me for the first time. Oh. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We go way back. We go back to when I was launching another first, which was the Derby Diversity Business Summit almost 5 years ago.
Yes.
And I can't tell you, having a sister that jumped in, didn't know a lick about me. To support. Now here I am with this magazine, doing it all over again.
I remember those early days. I remember the first time I met you, you gave me your cell phone number, and then you sent me a smiley face, and I never responded. And then a couple of months later, you said, "Girl, I sent you a text message. How come I didn't get an answer?" And so 3 minutes later, I sent you an answer. And I believe it was a smiley face, and then an exclamation mark and a heart.
Wow.
Yeah, and ever since then, we have done so many things together and have gotten closer. You're part of my tribe, which is the tribe of womanhood. And I know I had just moved down here from Minneapolis with my wife, and I had grown up in Omaha, which was a town equivalent to the size of Louisville, whereas to me, Minneapolis was like New York, right? It was like a big city. So coming to a smaller town, like the town that I grew up in, I needed to reach out to people right away moving here. And you were one of the first people that I connected with.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one of the best connections that I have made, you and Erica. And it has been a journey. It has been a journey of laughter, and not to overuse it, but absolute sisterhood. And not everybody can say that they get that when they meet a woman, especially a woman from different backgrounds. I'm heterosexual, straight woman. You're LGBT, lesbian, right?
You can call me a lesbian. Yes.
It's like when I tell people, you can say black.
Yeah,
no, I get it. I totally get it. But that's what it's about. It's about being able to be comfortable in your own skin, to meet somebody, even though that they come from a different walk of life, and to connect, right? And have those real and honest conversations. So here we are trying to take what you and I organically had the opportunity to experience, and we're taking it across a magazine turned movement. You know, I don't even know if I told you guys that I was going to do this, or if you kind of found out like everybody else when the social media hit, but when you saw that it was me and what I was doing, what was your first thoughts?
Well, do you remember I sent you that text message? Because remember, we text all the time now. And
me.
I said, lesbians on the cover.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So now I knew that you had the magazine, but I hadn't been reading it. I'm so sorry. You know, now I'm going to go back and read. Okay. But that's when I started reading your magazine, because I saw, and I swear I knew one of those lesbians, but I'm not sure. We'll have to talk about that later. But I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of all of the things that you've done. And you and I and some more people in our chosen family are going to go on and do other things together. So it's more than friendship, because friendship is spending time with people, but sisterhood is connecting in times where, you know, you may have lost a loved one. You may have had the worst day of your life. You may have had the best week of your life. And it doesn't matter, because you still have a connection. You don't feel like you have to say, okay, I feel great today. You know, I'm wearing sweatpants and, you know, I have 7 stains on my shirt, but give me a hug. Or I'm wearing, you know, I don't wear gowns. I'm too short. Or I'm wearing something very, very nice. And I don't feel differently when I'm with my sisters. It doesn't matter. I never have to put on any airs. Not that I do in my life anyways, but I don't have to. There's no decision to make with that. So sisterhood is extraordinarily important, not just in business, but in empowering women to be able to do whatever they want to do because they feel connected with people in their tribe.
I agree. One of the things that has made it really easy to be your sister is, girl, you are funny. Okay. I have never heard anybody actually say their thoughts out loud and crack themselves up. And so it is always a hoot to be with you. And it really is a ray of sunshine, Patience. So I like to say to our audience, if you don't have any lesbian friends, please get some, because they keep me in stitches.
Give me your card. Give me your card. I'm available.
Where does that come from?
Just naturally being myself. You know, my parents were funny, but they were also awful. So, you know, I took the funny and ran with it. And I don't know, something in my brain just says whatever she wants to say. And, 93% of the time it might be funny.
I would say about 100% of the time, Patience, it is funny. But that's one of the things that I think makes friendship healthy, is being able to laugh. Even when there are other things that make people uncomfortable, and we have had that opportunity. We get to laugh at some of the things that probably make a lot of people cringe. How do you balance that? How do you balance things that some people just don't really want to touch with being okay to just laugh about it?
Well, here's an example. When Breonna Taylor happened in this town, my wife and I wanted to be part of the movement, but we didn't feel like walking for miles on end. So our condo is downtown. So we would open up the window, and when the marchers went by, we'd wave and we'd scream, and we knew a lot of people, and so we'd scream their name, and they're like, Patience, Erica, so we tried to make them happy. And, and there was one particular time, and I'm not going to say who it is, but a leader in this town had been maced. And she was walking through right on Market Street where we live, and she saw us, and we didn't know that had just happened. And we were laughing and, being goofy because everybody's looking up, again. And I saw her smile when she saw us. And then later that day, I had found out what happened and that she was one of the people who had been maced. So it's just taking those moments where you don't really know what's going on, but if you can bring joy to other people and just laugh. It's not about making them laugh. It's about all of us laughing, because I love to laugh. But those moments, if you're just who you are and you are naturally funny, you can change the outcome of that person's day. And we did that day. Found out later.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. But it really does boil back to you being comfortable in your own skin. And that's really what the new Today's Woman is all about. It is about how can you just be real, live in the moment, be your authentic self, and encourage others to do the same. We had a conversation or a pre-event today, and I mentioned the people that get caught like deer in headlights when something happens that they're just not prepared for. And my hope is that through relationships like with Patience and the ones that you will connect with other women in Today's Woman and Today's Woman show, that you can live in a more authentic life. So we are excited about
I have a present for
all
you.
of our,
and it's squished. Okay, I opened it. Open it.
Oh my
It's
God.
a good luck present.
I'm afraid.
It is a good luck present.
Okay, am I opening this up on the show? I am opening this up on the show. Oh, it's darling, Patience.
So there are women of many colors on that scarf.
Oh, that's fabulous. How do we get this to be part of the We See You Sis collection? Got to work on it. All right, everybody, stay tuned. We will be back to continue more with Today's Woman show.